What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Nick with Hustle Trucking. I know it's been a long time, but I'm just asking y'all to bear with me. I had a lot of things come together all at one time. So today, I'm not really going to go over much about moving any cars because unfortunately today we're not moving any cars. We got bigger fish to fry today. So today, I'm actually on my way to see my CPA because it's tax season. So as a first year owner operator, trying to make sure I got everything in order so that I don't end up with the disastrous news of, oh, hey, guess what? You owe Uncle Sam some cash. Because I really don't like paying that, man, but I have to sometimes. So the last time I talked to you guys, I was coming back from Memphis. That was about Christmas time. I had one load, which I think you guys saw. It was the Mustang that I brought out of North Carolina back to Richmond. So what actually happened thereafter, for anybody that is like on the East Coast near Virginia, I'm sure you guys heard about the Armageddon of a snowstorm that shut down 40 miles of 95. It was kind of crazy around here for about a week. So fortunately for me, I had to work my full-time job the day it hit. I did have some real good friends and even some co-workers that were stranded on 95 for about 23 hours. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't out there, thank God. I feel highly blessed. But because of that, things were kind of crazy around here for even about 5 days after. So I really didn't too much want to get mixed up in that. So, you know, I laid low. Which I'm kind of glad I did, because thereafter, not too long after, I got the dreaded letter in the mail that said, hey, guess what, buddy? It's time for your Federal Motor Carriers entrant audit. So for all of you guys that watch my channel that are trying to put a business together, first and foremost, keep up the good work. I'm happy for you and I wish you nothing but the best. But once you get to the point where you are good to go in the Federal Motor Carriers eyes, what they tell you is within 6 months, you're going to be subjected to a entrant audit. Well, let me be the first to tell you, it's not really 6 months. It's more like 8 months. Unfortunately for me, it fell in the same time bracket as me trying to get my taxes ready. So that's really why I haven't hauled anything lately, is because I'm just trying to get all of this paperwork squared away so that I don't owe anybody any money, at least Uncle Sam, and I don't have to worry about Federal Motor Carriers putting me out of service. So an entrant audit is, like I said, it's something Federal Motor Carriers throw at you when you're about 8 months in. And they send you a letter and they say, hey, you need to go to this portal and you need to upload all of this information. Now, today's video, I'm gearing directly towards my non-CDL guys, because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing non-CDL. So my audit is going to be a non-CDL audit, which makes it a ton easier because there's a lot of things that aren't required of us. So you're going to get the letter in the mail, and you're going to have to get online and go to this website which they give you, and you're going to have to log on. Now, back in the day, you know, a lot of the old timers told me when I got started, hey, when they give you your PIN number, don't lose your PIN number because you're going to need it for this. Well, they're right. You're going to need it. I guess Federal Motor Carriers decided to be nice because your PIN number is on the letter that they mail you. So you're going to log into this portal and you read through it. It's going to give you the person in charge of your audits name, email address, and phone number. So as you read a little further into this letter, it's going to tell you the things that they want you to upload into this portal, which is going to be on the same website you go to. It's all in one. So as you read through this letter, it's going to say, okay, we need a driver's list, a vehicle list. They're going to want a copy of your MCS 90, which is your proof of insurance signed by your insurance company. It has to come from the insurance company. They're going to want a copy of your driving record. They're going to want a copy of your driver's license. They're going to want a copy of your vehicle federal auto inspection. And they're going to want a copy of every one of them for the truck and the trailer. Last but not least, and this is going to be the tricky part, at least it was for me, they want 30 days of hours of service. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that one because that one was the most trickiest. You're going to have to call whoever handles your ELD. Like in my case, I use Keep Trucking. Keep Trucking made it pretty easy. I called them. I said, hey, I need 30 days, hours of service. They emailed it to me, 30 days. Well, the tricky part is I went to upload it in the portal, and for some reason, it would not load properly. Fortunately enough, when I first got this information in the mail, I contacted the guy that's in charge of my audit. And I said, hey, I've been assigned to you. Can you give me a call back at your earliest convenience? Well, fortunately enough for me, he called me back and I said, hey, listen, I can't get it to load properly. Now, my auditor, in my opinion, went out of his way and said, hey, just email it to me. So I emailed it to him, came out perfect. He called me back and said, hey, I got it all. However, I need you to email me a copy of your truck registration. Now, that's not listed on the letter. And the reason they're going to want a copy of your registration is they want to see what your gross vehicle combination weight rating is on your registration. So I sent him a copy of that. He called me back and said, hey, I got that too. However, did they notify you that you need to come in for I'm going to call it an interview? And it kind of caught me off guard. I said, no, I haven't received that information. And come to find out, within the last year, Federal Motor Carriers has kind of reverted back to what I guess they used to do back in the old days. So now not only do I have to submit all of this information in a portal, I'm going to have to report to a designated location for a in-person audit. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, man, this is stupid. This guy's got to go do the same thing twice. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't agree with it. I feel like if I have gone out of my way to upload everything online and then to have to turn around and come and do the same thing in person, it's kind of redundant. However, I'm in a position where I really can't fight it. I mean, I'm not in a position to where I want my authority revoked, which is what will happen if you do not show up for this meeting. If you do not or fail to show up for this meeting, it says it clear as day, because they had to email me the information. It says clear as day, if you fail to report to this meeting, your authority will be revoked. Now, I'm sure all of you that have gotten this far have worked extremely hard to get this far. So you don't really have a desire or want to have your authority revoked. So be prepared. So when you upload all of this stuff onto the portal, keep a copy of it. Because you're going to have to show up at this meeting and basically present all this stuff all over again. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But that in a nutshell is what I've been up to. Now I have every intention of getting back on the road here very shortly and moving some more cars because, well, that's the whole reason I'm in business. So stick with me, like I always say. Once I get on the other side of this audit, I am going to do a little segment and tell y'all how it went, as well as my taxes. Because I'll be honest with you, I've still been looking on YouTube, asking around, asking different people, hey man, how are y'all? How did your taxes go? What do you expect? And I'm not really getting a lot of clear answers, clear information. So when I get on the other side of this, I'll definitely drop a video or drop some information about both, because the audit's brand new, man. Like it's completely new. I've talked to a couple people and they're like, man, we ain't heard of that in years. So I guess it's something they brought back. Taxes, just want to share the knowledge, man, because in my opinion, these are two things that can really hurt you. Because if you're in the trucker business, I mean, obviously you kind of got some type of knowledge about trucking, and in my particular case, you might know a little bit about moving cars like I do. But unfortunately, if you're trucking and you just started a business, the actual business side of it can hurt you because you don't know a lot about it. Like, I don't know a whole lot about business management. I mean, I'm learning as I go, and I think so far I've done all right. But what you don't know can kill you, at least your business anyway. So I definitely want to share that and, let you guys know how that turns out. And, like always, just stick with me. Stay tuned, like, subscribe. If you got any questions, drop me a question. Guys, I've gotten pretty good at that, and I try to answer all of them. And as always, you take care, and God bless.